Okay, this video is to demonstrate how insanely difficult and impossible, just about, Kerbal Space Program is on the console. So I am in sandbox mode, which basically gives me everything. Career is absolutely impossible. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this. I'm just screwing around here. Okay, so when there's nothing on the screen, it's not too bad. Movement, the cursor, the choppiness, it's not crazy bad. Okay, we'll just build something really simple here. Sure. Now, even zooming, when you're using a mouse, stuff like this, where you're zooming in and you can like move around up and like turn your view and stuff. This is really simple on the computer with a mouse, like, and you can do it really fast. This here, look how slow this goes. It's crazy. So, not a big deal right now, but you're going to see how hard it is to move stuff around when you're trying to like, excuse me, when you're trying to finesse, parts, move stuff around. It's really hard. What do I need here? I need this right here. Dock and port. Oh, no. No. I'm gonna do. Oh, okay, where is it? Is it in here? Like, even this menu is just crazy. Okay. It's too big. That's too small. Oh my goodness, where's the tank here? This is huge. Yeah, that's not good. For some reason, on the PC, this whole selection of parts and like seeing like sizes and stuff like that, I don't know, it looks the same, but it just seems a lot harder to figure stuff out on the console. I don't know, maybe it's just me. As far as like options and stuff go, there's like so many more options available for like, even like, I don't know, changing the way this display looks. And the other thing that really irritates me, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you that, but this, I haven't figured this out yet. So you've got, you can't really do like custom keys. And of course you don't have keyboards, so you're limited to the amount of keys that are on your controller. And so like, stage is X, and I'm not sure gear is one of them. I don't remember. I have to look. But there's like, these ones are preset basically, but then the custom I haven't figured out. So like custom, you would say you had like solar panels or something like that. You'd be able to adjust or turn them, open them, close them all together. That's what you do with the groups, but I haven't figured out how to do that yet. So that's frustrating. Okay, well let's just add a little more fuel here. Sure, looks good. And the other really aggravating thing with the console version is you don't have any of the mods available. Some of the mods that I really got used to on the PC was like Kerbal Engineer was like huge, because Kerbal Engineer you'd be able to look and just at a quick glance and see how much delta V you had, what your thrust to weight ratios were. It was just so easy to figure out everything for the whole flight. And this is the stock engineer report, which is garbage. Doesn't tell you anything, really. Okay, so it tells me I'm missing a parachute, but it doesn't tell you anything like, so how much fuel am I carrying, you know? I don't know if I can actually tell any of this. Yeah, that's not it. And just trying to close windows is like so aggravating. And so like, how much fuel am I carrying? How much delta V am I going to be able to get out of this? I have no idea. I mean, it's really trial and error, everything. I guess that's a bad thing about getting used to one of the mods, that now that I don't have it, I'm kind of lost. Okay, we'll throw on a couple of these solar panels. Yeah, and like the symmetry, it was so much easier to do with a custom keyboard, because you could actually press a button. There's some buttons, but it's, I don't know, I just find it really aggravating. I don't like it. All right. Okay, so I got some solar panels. I need some, well, let's do this first. So you've got your center of mass and your center of lift here. Oh. Okay, so center of lift's way down, so I'm going to need some fins. Aerodynamics. I don't know how big these earrings are going to be. Not too bad. Looks good. Okay, so now we need some thrusters. We'll do 4 of these guys. Do 4 up there, 4 down here, let's say. And what else do I need? I should probably put a battery in here too. Let's put a battery. Okay, so that's still good. Hey. Like, just trying to move the cursor is just crazy. It's so slow. And I guess I should have actually tested to see that my audio and everything was working, but I didn't. So I might be doing this whole thing for nothing. But I guess we'll find out. Okay, and then I'm going to need something to launch here. This one right here. Yep. So we only need 2 of these. Yeah, we'll do 4, whatever it wants to do. Okay, come on. And I find it gets so choppy that when, see, just now I just tried to place that against the ship, and it's like it didn't register the button, because it's like the chop just gets so bad. Okay, so now how many kernels do we got in here? Got all 3, so let's, yeah, whatever, we'll just leave all 3. That's fine. Okay, so oh yeah, I gotta look at, okay, I gotta move those stupid solar panels. Yeah, you see how that happened? Okay. Now the other thing that's really, really irritating with this is to try to get in to adjust anything. So, like, see my solar panel in there, right by the fin? Now what's going to happen, I don't know if I'm going to be able to grab this thing. Oh, I did. Wow. Yeah, I don't need that many panels. And see, like, I don't know. Come on, pick it up. See, I'm trying to pick it up, and I can't. There. Okay, I got it. Okay, I'm going to put just 2 of these up here. Okay. Okay, good enough. Let's launch. Oh, I forgot my staging. Poop. Okay, what do we got? Yeah, this needs to change. Revert. Okay, staging. So we're gonna have, we'll have the engine and the clamps released at the same time, and then I need, and this is like simple right now because there's only a couple of things in the list, but when you have like a whole whack of stuff in here, try doing the staging. It's crazy. Chop, 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 so bad. Okay, let's try that again. And again, now I have no idea how much delta V I have. No clue what's going to happen. Okay, now the amount of controls you have here is just insane too. Okay. So you can turn on your stability control, crank up your throttle. I activate advanced controls just the way I like it. and stuff on the keyboard to hold it in place, even though it wants to go wonky on it. This here, if it's off just a little bit, it's so hard to keep on track. Like, it's crazy. Okay, so now this is the aggravating part. So I've got to activate the cursor to like click on stuff, and then turn the cursor off, because nothing works, none of your control surfaces work if the cursor is active. So you're constantly turning the cursor on, turning it off, turn it on, turn it off. Now let's go and look at this. Now here again, okay, so I got to activate the cursor, then I got to select this, and then look at my heights, and you can barely read the screen, barely read anything. So I don't know if you can see any of that on the video, but you're like way out there. Okay, so I'm not going to even have enough fuel to. Yeah, see, I don't have enough fuel. Okay, deactivate the cursor. Let's see if I can circularize this orbit a little. Like, and time warps, forget it. Don't even bother trying that with this. It's crazy. And yeah, and that happens a lot. You switch friggin' views and you don't mean to. Like, I guess the biggest thing is just trying to pretend you're using a keyboard and a mouse, and it's almost impossible. Yeah, see, there's no point, because I'm almost out of fuel. Like, seriously, almost out of fuel. I don't know who just joined. Someone. Okay, and when the ship doesn't have very many parts on it, like I don't remember exactly how many parts this had, but there's not many. It's not too bad. As soon as you try to build bigger stuff, and I usually try to build a lot bigger stuff, like crazy stuff, and the chop, the level of like how bad it chops for the number of parts on this console is horrendous. The PC, I don't know, maybe it's just the processing power, but the PC, it's like I could have double or triple the parts before it gets that choppy. That it's like, I did a flight earlier with that big, huge monstrosity that I had, just testing that to see if I had enough fuel, and trying to re-enter the atmosphere and land it. I couldn't even like switch views. I couldn't activate the cursor. I couldn't do anything, just because the screen was so choppy. It was basically unusable. Whereas on the PC, I'd be able to adjust graphics or visual effects or stuff like that, view distances. You can adjust some of those graphical settings to make it smoother, but on this, you just don't have any options. There's nothing you can do. So again, that's part of the frustration of this. See, like, okay, so now I can't activate my stability because the cursor's on. I have to turn the cursor off, activate that, then turn the cursor back on. Like, it's just nowhere's near what the PC is. Like, if you're used to playing this game on the PC and you try it on the console, you'll hate it. Just, yeah, see, okay, I'm out of fuel, so I didn't have much. Alright, so and like when you press a button and nothing happens, you're always wondering, is the cursor on? So I gotta like move controls just to see. Okay, no, it just didn't register the button. Now I press it again, and nothing is happening. It's not switching stages. Why? Well, I gotta press it twice. Like, it's crazy because you go to activate the stage, and I'm pressing it twice. I'm scared I'm gonna activate 2 stages when I only intend to activate 1. Okay, so now we'll try the time warp thing. Yeah, I see somebody's commenting, but I don't even know how do I do that when I'm playing this. Oh, I'm gonna lose electric charge like huge here. Oh my goodness. I don't know how to check comments while I'm doing this. I'd have to switch screens, I guess. Okay, well I'm right out of charge, so I've got nothing. Okay, I gotta slow this down again. See what I mean? Like, it's like I'm trying to like slow the time scale back down, and they use the same buttons, so it's like you have to hold L1 and then hold square for a second to minimize your nav ball, but then your L1 is like a shift key, and you have to hold shift, and square is actually decrease your time scale. So it's like multiple functions on like the same key combinations, which is just yeah, good luck when you're trying, especially when it gets choppy, like I said. Then yeah, everything just goes all wonky. Okay, well I'm probably gonna burn up. I don't know how to check. How do I check messages here? Okay, well I'll pause that. Okay, did it? Yeah, yeah, no, gonna try that. That's right. Yeah, don't try that. You actually can't even get you can't even get it on the console right now. They took it down because it's so horrendous, I guess. And apparently there's a bunch of stuff going on with the programs. Stuff manuals, and so I don't know what's going on. All I know is I enjoy this game a lot. It's frustrating. I enjoy this game a lot. I miss playing it. My computer is like just swine. I'm basically trying to play it on the console, but it's more frustrating on the console than it ever was on the PC. A lot of that frustration on the PC was just because I was learning how to play the game, right? So things would just go wrong. I didn't know why, but now that you get used to playing it, like I don't have any real problems on the PC except the PC quit, so. Okay. Now, come on. Activate. I guess there's a setting that I have to turn on to be able to see the comments. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you go. Oh, there you go. Okay, so I can see the comments on the side now. All right. Oh, okay, so I splashed down. There you go. So, yeah, that's basically all I wanted to do, was just make a video to show how much this console edition is not, well, it sucks. It's not like the PC at all. Yeah, okay, well, I'm gonna cut this short, and talk to you later.